Hello everybody, my name is Temper and I'm going to be talking about some animes that I am hyped for personally that are coming out in 2021 or 2022. I'm going to talk about my top 3, starting with Marukochan. For those of you who don't know what Marukochan is, it's about the titular character named Maruko, which I hope I'm pronouncing right, who was an ordinary high school student until one day she started seeing ghosts around her. And while there are psychics who appear in the manga that can see spirits, they are not quite in the level as Maruko. And so Maruko is just trying to live her days now, ignoring these ghosts, since if these ghosts will notice that Maruko can see them, it will probably be the end for Maruko. And that's like a quick synopsis of the manga. I really love it. Like, these ghosts have absolutely insane designs. Not to mention, like, the story is actually really good. It started off as a monster of the week kind of thing until we started getting to some quick arcs in the story, with the first one being a cat's killer, as well as the current arc, which is about a shrine. And while I'm not gonna delve too much into the details since it's kind of spoilery, like right now it could be the main plot of the entire manga. But really, I do enjoy this manga. The characters are likable. There are moments in the manga where it actually is pretty scary with the situation that Maruko is in. I forgot to mention that she has a friend called Hana who has some sort of strong life energy in which it like attracts ghosts around her. So this does get Maruko in some situations where she's trying to save Hana while trying not to get the ghost's attention. But yeah, I'm honestly really excited for this to be an anime. Like, I saw the trailer, it looks really good. We haven't really seen too much of like how they're gonna look like in the anime, the ghosts, but I feel like it's gonna be really good. I always wanted to make a video about Marukochan, but then the YouTuber Too Spooky made one. So then I changed my plans to make a video about animes that I'm excited for that are coming out pretty soon. And now we're gonna go to my second pick, which is Record of Ragnarok. And man, oh man, is this manga hype. For those who don't know, Record of Ragnarok is a tournament between the gods and humanity. This is because every 1,000 years, the gods decide the fate of humanity, and after a million years, they decided that humanity was vile, ruthless, and just irredeemable, and so they decided to end humanity. And it wasn't until the Valkyrie named Brunhild, which I hope I'm pronouncing right, challenged the gods, with her proposing that humans should have a chance to fight back, in which Zeus, who was the leader of all the gods, agreed to. And that's what the entire manga is about. A huge tournament arc. And let me just say, it is absolutely insane. Like, the first fight is between Thor, yes, the one from the Marvel movies, versus Lu Bu, who honestly gives me Kampachi Saraki vibes from Bleach. It's absolutely great, man. Like, I'm absolutely hyped for this when it first got announced, and judging from the trailer, it looks pretty good. The characters are cool, they have good backstories, the fights are really, really good. The art is good as well. Like, honestly, I can't recommend Record of Ragnarok enough. And now to talk about the anime that I'm looking forward to the most, and it's Chainsaw Man. I mean, no surprise. I'm sure this is gonna be the top of most people's list because Chainsaw Man is an amazing manga. The characters, the story, the fights, and the powers are all great. Especially the character dynamic with the main trio, Denji, Aki, and Power. I love their relationship. Despite the three of them stepping on the wrong foot at the beginning, they did grow to care about each other. There's also characters like Makima who brings in that extra touch. Like, just overall, one of my favorite characters in Chainsaw Man. Not to mention, she looks like a snack. And now that I think about it, I should probably do a brief summary of Chainsaw Man for the people who never read it or heard of it. The Chainsaw Man world has devils in it, and it starts off with Denji and his pet devil named Pochita, trying to survive by eating food and doing anything for money. And I mean anything. Like, Denji is a very unique shonen character. Like, unlike characters like Goku and Luffy, Denji actually notices women. Like, one of the main motivations in the manga is him trying to get with Makima, who I can't blame him. Like, come on. But back to the summary. And it was only after Denji and Pochita got attacked by a devil and his zombie subordinates, Denji in his final moments ended up fusing with Pochita and turning himself into Chainsaw Man. And after the fight between him and all these monsters is when he met Makima, and she gave him a choice: work for her or die. And of course, Denji ended up working with Makima. It's a little bit after this that we get like the main villain of the story, which is the Gun Devil, who after appearing briefly ended up causing mass destruction around the world. It quickly disappeared and everyone across the world ended up fearing the return of the Gun Devil. But it's been discovered that there have been bullets scattered across the world where if enough of these bullets scatter, it will show the location of the Gun Devil. So it's kind of like Jujutsu Kaisen with Sukuna's fingers, but instead of fingers, it's bullet. And that's just a really brief summary. Like, there's more to Chainsaw Man that I'm not giving huge details, but let me just tell you, I highly recommend Chainsaw Man. The studio that's making the Chainsaw Man anime is Studio Mapa, and if for those who don't know, Studio Mapa made Jujutsu Kaisen, and man, if you've seen Jujutsu Kaisen, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And if they put the same amounts of effort from Jujutsu Kaisen into Chainsaw Man, then you're gonna see Chainsaw Man is pretty much one of the top animes of the year. But either way, I do believe we're gonna have a great adaptation of Chainsaw Man. But yeah, that's my list right there. My top 3 animes that I'm looking forward to: Marukochan, Record of Ragnarok, and Chainsaw Man. I do have some honorable mentions as well. Like during the time I was editing and recording this video, we have an announcement of Overlord Season 4 as well as a movie. And let me just say, I'm absolutely hyped for that. Like, yes, Season 3 had bad CGI, but I did enjoy the story and the character. And I am looking forward to Ainz showing off how powerful he is to the rest of the world. Another anime that I am looking forward to is a slice of life called Komi-san Can't Communicate. And unlike the other mangas that I mentioned before who had like either horror elements or fights and all that, Komi-san's a slice of life where it's just Komi trying to make 100 friends. I'm sure some of y'all have seen this character like around the internet because it's a pretty popular manga. I do quite enjoy the manga, but lately it's been well, I could make a video about Komi's manga in the future, but it's still pretty okay. But anyway, it does look pretty good and I am excited for it. And that'll be it for the video. Let me know what anime are you looking forward to the most, whether it being on this list or if it's something entirely new. And it would also really help if you give a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and as well as subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.